Hello, everybody. My name is David Rayner, and I want to welcome you all to the $1 Million Blueprint presentation we're doing. And as I said, I'm David Rayner. I'm from Los Angeles, and we're talking about a conscious business that's pretty impactful, that is not well known in the world. And we wanted to talk to you about the impact of sharing this company with the world, what the company's all about, and how you can make a lot of money if that's what you're looking for. So tonight we're going to talk more about Univera in relationship to why it is an incredible business opportunity. Univera is based on extremely strong science and products. And so we're going to let you know a little bit about the science and the products. Univera makes a lot of products. We're going to talk about just two. You'll hear some stories, and then we're going to talk a little bit about how you can make money with this underexposed incredible asset. So first of all, let's talk a little bit about Univera and the science and passion and what is Univera. So this is a company most people haven't heard of that is based in Seattle and in South Korea. And Univera was started in America in 1999. It's almost, 30 years old here. Not 20 years old. And it started in South Korea in 1974. This is a really old company that no one really knows about. But when I tell you the age of the company, I want you to understand that it's been around a long time, and it's financially solvent, and it's been doing an incredible job touching people's lives with their products. How did Univera start? Well, it started because this gentleman you're seeing on your slide, Yun-Ho Lee, had a diagnosis way back in the 70s of a liver issue. He was given 6 months to live. Now, it's not a big deal. It happens to people all over the world. They have a diagnosis. But this gentleman, Yun-Ho Lee, was very different because he was the first South Korean billionaire. He made his money in construction and in real estate and insurance. So Yun-Ho Lee had resources, and he started looking around the world to find out what ways he might extend his life. And he didn't get much luck. No doctor could give him a better prognosis. And so Yun-Ho Lee was getting his papers together and closing his life. And someone, a friend of his, told him about a plant, Aloe Vera. And he said, look, Aloe Vera might help you. Take this plant, grow this plant in South Korea, because it wasn't, there's some aloe in South Korea, but it wasn't well known. And when you grow this, eat the inner gel on a daily basis. And that's what Yun-Ho Lee started to do. And that was his only hope. And he started feeling better. And Yun-Ho Lee went from a 1-year prognosis to living another 22 years. And when that happened, he said, I am going to share this information about aloe. And he started looking at the whole plant kingdom because it gave him his life back. It was like his mission, his purpose. And he created Univera from a place of service, serving people. He would give aloe plants to people all over Korea. And as he started sharing it, he realized, I need troops, I need people to talk about this. I don't need money, I got time. And I got 22 years given to me, but I need a community of people that might talk about Univera. And that's kind of why he started creating a vehicle for people to share it, to create health and wealth for people that they know. He didn't need it, but how many of you on this Zoom right now can say that you're looking for more wealth in your life? That if you had more money, a lot of things would be better and different. And if that's you, Yun-Ho Lee created a company for you. Now his son, Bill Lee, took over this company and created a competitive, leading edge, conscious business. In 1996, he started creating unrivaled competitive advantages, 17,000 medicinal plants and growing in our plant library, 300,000 pieces of plants that we can do research on and find out how they help the body, 50 scientists, 177, now we're at 180 patents, farmlands all over the world, a lot of products. And why do I tell you all this? Is because Univera had a very simple model. We don't treat, cure, diagnose, but we know that if you give people what their bodies need and you do two things, you push up on energy and repair, which everybody needs, and you push down on damage and the damaging forces, your body is a miracle. It can start to heal itself. And so the Lee family said, we're going to create products and do science that just simply get our bodies to work again. And what you have is products that make you feel great, make you live young. So I want to talk about two products. I'm going to bring my wife in because I was in the movie business for about 30, 40 years. I was an actor, then I became a writer and a director. And when I was introduced to Univera, it was a friend of mine at a coffee shop. I wasn't paying attention, but my wife paid attention, and I'm really glad she did because it really changed the course of my family's life in terms of our health and our wealth. So I want to bring Lynn in. Lynn was a broadcast journalist in Alaska. Lynn has been a writer throughout her life. She's helped me raise our 3 children, and she has our 4 children because we have a daughter that she brought into my life. And so this is our family. Lynn, talk to me about the perfect combination, Extra's leading products. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, David. Well, Extra is life-changing. It is our lead product along with the Aloe. So I want to tell you just personally, I was losing my memory at early 50s, and I also had some issues with numbness in my hands without talking about a disease state. And I have to tell you, within 5 weeks, I got my memory back. And more importantly, I was able to stay at home with our special needs child after we were looking for more money. And this is a Zoom about creating money. So I just wanted to say that. The Extra has 4 amazing benefits: mental clarity and focus, which I really needed. And so did my son, Eli, who has Down syndrome, and he needed that. And he also needed energy, and Extra excels at helping your body create energy on a cellular level. It also helps with stress. Anybody stressed out these days? It's got compounds that deal with stress. And then last but not least, joint comfort and flexibility. Those are the 4 main reasons why somebody goes to the doctor. So those are 20 different plant fractions that are created after $5 million of scientific research. That's what Extra is, and it's life-changing.
Yeah, and you know what we tell people is Univera get educated, because we have over 50 products. We make Extra, and our other lead product is Aloe. So just briefly tell us what Aloe does and why you need to take it.
Well, Aloe, it's so funny. This is not the same Aloe that you get at Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is a nice store, but this is not the same Aloe. A lot of companies put a little bit of aloe with water, and they call the whole thing aloe. Our aloe takes the sweet spot of the best aloe in the world, and that's what's in this product. Now, why is it important? Because 70 to 80% of your immune system is in your digestive tract. Okay, also with your skin and your tendons. So when you want to digest your food, it helps absorb the nutrients that you're already getting. Aloe is, obviously, you've heard about it when you have a burn, but imagine taking it every single day. So this Aloe is, again, my children, it's a story, but we really don't get sick. And I really think that's why.
Thank you, Lynn. And what I want everybody to understand is, there are a lot of products. I want to hear a few stories from some people that have been taking these products over the years. I want to start with Diana Zavala. She's in Baldwin Park, California. And Diane, in a minute or so, can you tell us your story and your experience with Univera?
Sure, David. Thank you. I was dealing with intestinal issues for 25 years and in and out of the hospital, and saw my doctor weekly on 36 pharmaceuticals a day. 6 years ago, I could barely get out of bed myself. In fact, I couldn't for like a year and a half. Headed for state disability and pretty much lost hope for everything. And I started taking the product. It's been 6 years today. I haven't seen my doctor in over 6 years, and I'm pharmaceutical free. I've gotten my life back. I now can enjoy my family, my grandchildren, I have energy, vitality, and I did not see that possibility 6 years ago.
Thank you, Diane. I want to jump over to Ron Watson. If you're there, Ron, can you jump on and tell us your story? You got 1 minute, Ron.
You got it, man. I tell you, it's been a great venture. Last February, I saw a picture of myself and I said, "Wow, that's not me." And a lot of my associates that have been helping me out, like Dave and everybody, said, "Ron, maybe you should get on the ultra protein and really try it out and see what you can do with yourself." And I did. I'm down 85 pounds plus, and my goal by December 2019 is another 100 pounds. So, this product is phenomenal.
That's awesome. I don't know, Chris. Thank you, Ron. I don't know if Christopher Connolly is available. Chris, tell us your story in a minute or so.
I was at a university I worked at as a faculty member. A dear friend who was a faculty member walked by me and saw me clutching my thumbs in excruciating discomfort. So she handed me a little package, and I looked at her and rolled my eyes. And, like we do when someone has a little package, she says, "I think this will help you." And basically I took it, and that weekend she kept giving it to me. And by the time the weekend was over, I was not in discomfort. I got on the product, and 5 weeks later, all of the symptoms, including fingers that look like sausages, were gone. And I was able to start playing the piano again. And I recorded my very first piece, which was just in time for my father's passing, called "A Star to Me." And now I've released 3 albums.
That's great. So you got your career back.
Yes.
And you got your hands back. Thank you, Chris. And I just want to go one more to Storm Kennedy. If you are around, Storm, I don't know if you're available. I'd love to hear from you. Storm's up in Oregon.
So my story, David, my most recent story with Univera is, I like to call it the wreck in my neck, my back and my hip. So uncomfortable. I'm very athletic, and I ski, play tennis, aerobics, anything that I could do every day I did in my 40s. I'm now in my 50s, and I couldn't do consecutive days 2 years ago. I got on the Univera products. They have a product that has an ingredient called protectin in it that deals with swelling in the body. And I got on that, and I can say now that I am skiing, and I'm skiing 3 to 4 days in a row. When I go to, ski vacations, I'm going to a class every morning at the YMCA. I hike different mountains and hills and paths, rivers, streams, rocks. Oregon is very, it's beautiful, and some tough hikes. And I do it all feeling very comfortable while I'm doing it, and the next day, which is so very important. So I just got to say that's my story, and I feel so grateful and so blessed to have found this company.
Thank you, Storm. And I think I wanted you all to hear some stories. Everyone on this line could give a story, but I want to kind of refocus us on why we're having this conversation tonight or today, whenever you're watching this. And that is because this is an opportunity to make money. So I want you to think of it like you are making a business decision to make an investment to create a stream of income. And I want to ask you all, how much money do you want to make? I can tell you right now that already my family and I have made over $1 million in Univera. That's not our goal. Our goal is far more. But simply knowing about this, we've made a lot of money. How does it work? So what I want you to understand is, in this company, you have some assets that very few companies have. Number one, an owner. That's a self-made billionaire. He's created 6 times what he inherited. He owns 42% of the world's aloe supply. He does not need money. And his goal in life is to help other people create health and wealth. So this is the man that runs and created Univera. He didn't create it to make money. He created it to have an impact in the world. And he wanted us to be able to make money by talking about this story. So that's an asset, number one. Conscious business owner, he sits on the World Economic Forum, incredible man, he's running the company. Secondly, Univera has a science engine called Unigen. This is a laboratory that does scientific research on medicinal plants and sells those compounds around the world to companies that are looking for them. Companies like Estee Lauder buy assets from Unigen. Now, Unigen provides the discoveries for Univera. And this is an ongoing research. We make new discoveries every year. Therefore, we create leading edge products that very few companies can even think about creating because we have a science engine and 50 scientists. Asset number 2. Then we have 42% of the world's aloe vera as a company available to us. And so once again, that's a very strong position, financially solid. We're also controlling the world's aloe supply. And then we make these proprietary ingredients. I mean, you're looking at some berries, but if you look at that bottom picture, that's Serenex, corn leaf extract that we own the patent for. And what does that do? Controls mood. It helps you have an elevated mood and focus, and it reduces stress. And we sell that in our products. We have other patents like Protectin that was mentioned in one of the testimonies that only Univera can sell. This patent really helps put that fire out in the human body and creates mobility, flexibility, range of motion, something everybody's looking for. And I think Storm just talked about that. And then you see this, what this is a cross section of bamboo. And we have a patent that we discovered in bamboo called Unibex. Unibex does incredible things for the cardiovascular system. These are the kinds of discoveries that Univera has. No one's exposing, no one's really taking advantage of this yet because Univera is not a household name. And of course, what I told you before, all of our patents and scientists and all the land we control around the world. So I tell you all that because Univera also has one piece that is a part of its growth, and that is Serve First, its charitable organization. So when we grow, we give more to helping children around the world have food, nutrition, supplementation, and we partner with various different companies. So this is all the asset portfolio of Univera. So when you come into Univera, you're a part of a company that very few people can even live up to, and you can be very proud. And Univera also has just added the first free shipping company in this industry. We do free shipping on every product you order at every time. So what this means is you have all of these assets, you have an opportunity to make money. So when people in life are looking for creating something in their life, they're looking for health. And we've just talked about a company creating incredible health products. Get educated, get on the products. Our products work, and we have a 90-day money-back guarantee. So we have health, and what I will tell you is health is not healthcare. Health is being healthy, not getting sick. I'm going to talk to you about the wealth in a moment, but I want to just mention freedom. What would you do if you had financial freedom? What would you do if you had a vehicle that could grow as an asset in addition to what you're already doing? So I want you to understand, if you're looking at Univera, you're busy probably working, you probably have other things you do. And so we're not trying to replace that. We want you to consider wealth from a different perspective. There's money equity, right? You can invest money to make money. There's property equity. And then there is what we're going to talk about right now, people equity. And when you build a Univera business and you decide to create a people equity stream of income, then you get tax advantages of having a home business, which are powerful and in and of themselves can save you a lot of money on what you're currently paying. But what happens is you get the chance to touch a lot of people's lives who needs what we've got. Baby boomers, Gen X, we've got millennials, Gen Y, Gen Z, they're all coming. Who doesn't want energy, mental clarity, reduction of stress, sleep better at night, get their mojo back? Is there anyone you know that doesn't want any of that? So Univera gives that in its products with an unconditional money back guarantee. So we're talking about a wide group of population that could use what we have. What do we have? Here's how we create wealth in Univera. So pay attention really closely because this is about duplication. So I'm going to take you through two scenarios. Number one, if you decide to get involved with Univera and you want to build a business, you know it. And by the way, there are people that see Univera as a business. They don't even care about the products. The products are life-changing, but some people want to be on the leading edge of getting this company out into the world. It's underrepresented. So if you decide, hey, I want to be a person that exposes Univera, that creates a lot of people equity, then you come in, and our biggest pack is $781.50. Okay. If you get that pack, you create 500 points towards your business because you made that investment. I want you to think of it as an investment, because if you get 4 people to do the same thing, you return your investment immediately. So what will happen is you'll get $675 back in cash, and you'll get another $192.50 in product credit immediately. That will give you a sum total of 2,500 points. Now, I'm going to show you what the points mean in a minute. But if I were to go do this in my first month of Univera, right here, not only have I made back my investment, I'm getting incredible products. I'll show you what you get for that investment. So I'm getting a ton of products that I can share with people, that I can take to create my own health. But now I've created a stream of income. Now, I want you to just look at the numbers here. If you do it one more time, if you get those 4 people you brought in to bring in their own 4 people, if you do that, you will be a gold in Univera. I'm going to show you what it means in a moment. You'll begin qualifying for $9,000 in bonuses. So what if I went and did this duplication model in my first 45 days? I came in, I got my 4 in my first 30 days. Then my next 15 to 30 days, I get these 4 people to get 4. I'm going to make a lot of money, and I would have already far and away returned my investment, and I will be at this yellow gold level. That's where I'll be. And that means I'm in line for bonuses from having surpassed silver, reach gold, and I'll be making in commission $1,821 a month on average. I'll be up for $9,000 in bonuses, and I would have created a stream of income. Now, I tell you this story because my wife and I did just this. My wife and I got involved as a part-time business in 2010. In 90 days, we got to the gold level, and we achieved this kind of formation. Sometimes it's not perfectly looking like this. It can duplicate in different ways, but we achieved this in 90 days. We got to the gold level, and we began making about $2,000 a month from then on. Since 2010, we've made no less than that in Univera. Now think about that. Where can you add $2,000 a month to your income? Can you go ask your boss for a $2,000 a month raise? We created that part-time at night while we were taking kids to soccer, where I was running a movie company with my brother. We were doing full-time work, and we created this in our part-time. My mother did the same thing. My brother did the same thing. Now, this is what you get for that 500 point investment, that $780 investment, right? And so you get an enormous array of products for you to experience, kick the tires, get educated at Univera. Now let's just look at a different model. Some people are intimidated by $781 because they go, I don't have that amount of money to invest. So do it at the 100-point level. $192.50 gets you a product pack that you take, some samples, and you're now in for $200 investment. What happens at that point is you go get 4 people in your first month. You return your investment. You make $360 in cash. You get a product credit of $192. The total is $552, far more than you invested. Now you created 500 points. You're getting free product every month, because when you get this unit, you get free product as long as you have at least 4 people and 400 points. Once you achieve it, you can get free product the rest of your life. So no longer are you paying for Univera products. Now, if we duplicate it one more time and you create these 500-point units, right now you're at the 2,500 point level. You're bronze, very close to hitting the silver rank and starting to qualify for $3,000 in bonuses. This is very important, because what I want you to understand is it doesn't matter which way you want to build, whether you want to go with 100 points or 500 points. It's an investment strategy. You want to get to that second level of duplication. And what do you think happens if you get to a third level of duplication? You start to get financially free. I want you to understand that these 100-point packs are on the bottom here of this image. There's different packs that have different combinations. They're not as much as the Premier pack, right? But 100 points and you can get started. So you decide the strategy, but here's the goal. Tell me, where do you want to get to financially? Do you want to have another $2,000 a month in income? Do you want another $5,000 a month? What would you do if you could create an additional $5,000 a month? Would you continue to do the job you do? Or would you start working from home? I mean, what's the number that sets you free? My wife and I were able to get to that diamond level when we took this seriously, and we're able to make over $150,000 in the first year we went diamond. We were very excited to see that this was a legitimate way to create additional income using a company that is a game-changing company. So what you got to understand is you're building in 500-point units. You're helping people create their products for free by getting 4 people to do it with them. And when you think of it like, look, think of it as an investment rather than just how great the products are. Let the products be a fringe benefit, because they will be an incredible benefit. You won't want to get off them, but you won't have to worry about the money. So you hit the platinum, emerald, diamond, and blue diamond levels, you start to get a car bonus on a monthly basis. You start to get trips, and you get to travel the world with your friends. So my recommendation, if you're looking at Univera as an investment, think about the 4 or 5 people that you love the most, that trust you, that know that you're a partner that they'd like to have, like I did. And my wife and I went to our family who we love, and those are the people who went gold and platinum so that we could go diamond, right? That's how it works. And then take it seriously as an investment. Because if you look at this as product and you don't think of it for the money and the people equity, you're going to miss an opportunity to get out ahead of hundreds of people in your area. So right now, we could yell Univera down the street and very few people would know about it. Our invitation to you tonight is for you to become a part of the Univera, help us get it out to the world. It's a company that's not only one of the best companies in the world, but one of the best companies for the world. And then let's help people make money, get money done, so we can create incredibly purpose-filled community of people that have the money thing handled so that they can make a contribution and change people's lives. So that's what Univera is about. Talk to the person that invited you onto this Zoom about how to make money. Partner up. Get a partner that wants to get there for this month, and you can start to create your own financial freedom. So I want to thank you all for joining us. Appreciate it.